Hello, my name is John O'Hersey and welcome to another episode of Taste and Drink. Now yesterday I was at lunch with a few friends at the Sterling Hotel, drinking a few bottles of wine as we do, and we had one particular bottle, a 2010 Domaine Pure Rock Les Boissonneries Le Clos. Now that particular wine was $280 on the list. While it might sound like a lot of money, for that wine, from that producer, for that vintage, is cheap as chips. It's an absolute bargain. Now, I drink relatively well, but I like to think that I do it quite intelligently. So that is, I don't buy wines that are overpriced with stupid margins. I look for bargains. There's a bargain on every wine list is what I like to say. This is particularly true in France, maybe not the rest of the world, but definitely in France. Now, one particular case that I love to use, and I've used it before in a few EDMs, through the French Wine Centre, is drinking Raveneau. Now, Raveneau, let's use Clos, their Grand Cru, they're arguably their best wine. I love the Chapelot, which is within Monte de Tonnerre. So, yeah, on the day, but that's a whole nother story. That doesn't work for this argument. So if we wanted to buy a Raveneau Clos in Australia today, so looking online, I won't mention any of the retailers because well, it's not my place to name and shame or whichever way you look at this, but the average price per bottle seems to go between $2,600 and $3,500. So let's just go smack bang in the middle. Let's go $2,750 for a bottle of Raveneau. Now, where I stay in Chablis, Hostillerie du Clos, they've got a restaurant, Bistro de Grand Cru, and it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, very classic. I love a sort of very classic, very French restaurant. And they serve a bottle of Raveneau Clos for €140. When I first started going, it was €68. And that was just prior to COVID, 2017, I think was my first bottle of Clos Raveneau or Clos d'Auvergne at Bistro de Grand Cru. But just did some quick maths before. So let's start with $2,750 for a bottle. Now on Webjet, there's a few sales at the moment, which is good to see the prices coming back down. But you can fly return from to Charles de Gaulle and back for 1,300 Australian dollars. Now you're going to need a couple of days. So for a hire car, that's about $80 each, so that's $160. Then for the meal itself, I think the menu of the day, menu du jour, is about €60, so $100 odd Aussie dollars. Then what else have we got? We've got the room itself. So if you look on the website, Hostillerie du Clos, $200 Aussie. $100 for maybe a few beers and croissants along the way. And just quick maths, you're left with about $900 in your pocket, plus you've flown to France, up the back in cattle class of course, but who cares? You've stayed the night in the best hotel in Chablis, you've had a magical meal, you've had a bottle that literally just came from across the road from the Raveneau cellars, or you could use d'Auvergne in the exact same instance. Yeah, don't buy that wine for $2,750 here. Get on a plane and go for the weekend. Who cares about the jet lag? Drink through it. Anyway, all the best. I'm glad that I could save you some money. Money tips with John O'Hersey on Sunday morning. Should never ever be an article, but it has been today, so all the best.